Welcome to episode 245 of the Leaving Today podcast. Today we're going to cover our opening question, which is going to be a fun one, Star Wars related. You're welcome. Then we're also going to cover the news, and then we're going to go into a little bit of talk about what me and Mark are looking forward to on our trip to the park that is coming up this week.
All personnel, clear the launch platform.
All personnel, clear launch platform.
The Leaving Today podcast, the show about the news, history, and attractions of the Disneyland Resort.
Well, come on, Wendy. Let's go.
But where are we going?
To Neverland.
Neverland.
Hello, hello, and hello. Welcome to the Leaving Today podcast, episode 245. Wow, thank you so much for joining us this evening, this afternoon, this morning, whenever it is and however it is. We very much appreciate it. My name is Mark. I'm one of the co-hosts here of the LTP. Sitting to the right of me is the Trailmaster of Puppets himself, Udi.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing all right.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Glad to hear that.
yeah. Happy Mother's Day. I know we're recording on Mother's Day. It's a little late when you guys hear that, but
Yes, I've not gotten there yet.
yeah. Well, there you go. I beat you to it.
Sitting to the left of me via FaceTime is the very lovely Becky.
Hello. I'm so happy to talk to you guys.
Yes, it's been a minute. It's been
Yeah.
a couple episodes.
Yes.
We had you on assignment at Universal to do some recon, so we
Yeah.
will talk about that in
Yes.
episode 246.
Yeah.
This one will be a slightly shorter show because it's kind of a getaway week for Udi and myself. We're going down to the parks. Full
So exciting.
Yes, yes. It is currently Sunday night, and we leave Thursday morning before the crack of dawn. Maybe at the crack of dawn.
At the crack of dawn. At the crack of dawn.
The crack dawn will have cracked.
Yeah.
Yes, and we will be there. So that should be interesting. We'll see how I feel at like 2 in the afternoon.
He's going to be slogged down and be like, let's
Yeah.
go. And you're like, I need a nap.
No, I don't nap in the afternoon, but I might
Really?
have a nice coffee blast or something like
There you
that.
go. Oh, no. See, that's a recharge, and that qualifies.
Sure,
That's
but
okay.
I'm not gonna be shutting down.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep.
I think if you don't do a coffee, you need to bring my favorite, a ghost, with you.
Oh no, I'll be sweaty and clammy, and that stuff is not good for me.
I would slam one of those.
Yes, you would.
Yep.
Yeah, you would.
Yep.
Okay, well, hey, thank you for listening to today's show. If this is the first time listening, welcome. We hope you find the water to be very, very warm. We want you to think of us as your favorite Disneyland friends you have not met yet, because that's how we are. We are a very open and honest show. We like to talk about all the news, the park history. We love to interview guests and listeners. Raising your hand?
No, I'm just stretching.
Oh, okay. Udi's got his hand up like we're in the classroom.
Yeah.
I think he was going to interject a deep thought.
I never do that.
Okay. We like to have on anyone who loves talking about Disney, and if that's you, come and join us sometime. If this is not your first time, hey, welcome home. You can find out more about us on our website at livingtodaypodcast.com. If you want to support the show, because today's show is sponsored by you, the listeners, you can do that on our support tab there. We have a Patreon link where it's like $3, $5, and $10 or something like that. It helps a lot. It helps with our hosting fees, and it helps our software that we have to use to do our LTP Lounge, which is what, Udi?
The LTP Lounge is our YouTube channel or our YouTube show.
Yes.
Where we have an active chat. We actually have a great chat. It's a consistent group of guys who and come in and we just chop it up. So what it is that we realize that with doing this podcast, we do it bi-weekly, and there is a little bit of a hole and gap in certain things that would happen. So sometimes we're talking about issues that might be a little dated. So we wanted to fill that gap. So this is what we do. We take a topic, a few topics, 2 to 3 typically, that are more prescient, more recent, and then we just discuss and give our opinions. And then we encourage the chat, the people in the chat, to ask us questions and get involved, because that was part of it too.
Yeah.
We want to be able to interact with listeners and viewers in real time.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I would say this project of ours, the side project, it fits the term of growing organically, because
Yeah.
we started off episodes 1, 2, 3, 4 were like a joke, and we stopped for a little bit because I just couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
Anyways, we put the wheels back on the wagon, got it going, and now we've got, we've got a pretty good listener base that show up to that. A good group of people that show up every Wednesday between 6 and 7,
Yeah.
and people that can't make it, they say we're not going to make it, but I'm so glad it's on YouTube so I can watch it at my leisure, and I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is that for LTP Lounge every Wednesday between 6 and 7 on Leaving Today podcast, which is on our YouTube channel. Okay. And finally, I want to say thank you for listening. If you can hear my voice, I want to say thank you for listening to a podcast. When you are doing this, you are supporting independent arts, independent thought, and creativity. And just know that if it's this podcast or another podcast, just know that a lot of work and labor went into it, and we wouldn't be here if we didn't think that it was worthy of that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And then by you spending your time, it's a show of appreciation for the work that gets done. But on the bigger part of it too is the fact that you're listening to other people, you're taking in more information, and you're absorbing different points of view. And I think the beauty of what we have in this community is that the ability to listen to each other, look at things, and just, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Or I didn't realize that, or I didn't know that, or hey, did you know? And the more we do that, the more we learn. The better we are together, the more we communicate, the more we understand each other. We may not agree with everything, we may not like everything the same, but it doesn't even matter, because we find the things that we find commonality with. And in this world now, I feel like the more you do that, the more you listen to podcasts and other opinions with an open mind and open heart, you're going to find a lot of really cool people like we've been blessed enough to have. So
Yeah.
I encourage you, yes, and to please go out there, listen to this, support the independent voices out there, because you get better, they get better, and collectively we all get better.
Yeah, I love that. And it's just funny you say that, because I think about all the people that are in our lives now because of the show. And it's like the other day I told you, Terrence texted me at like 7:15 in the morning.
Yeah.
He just has a couple questions. I'm like, dude, what's up?
Yeah.
And that's great. I love that. I'm like, Terrence actually texted me, and we're gonna hopefully sometime in the summer we're gonna meet up, and we're invited for that.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, no, and then I'll just real shortly that
And Marcus too.
Marcus, there's a bunch of people that we've gotten to hang out with. I mean, Jacob. I mean, come on, we can go on and on about the people, and then I will say, literally, my life has been completely different because of the show. I mean,
You owe me a churro, dude.
I do. I owe Mark a churro. I do, because literally my life at the time that we began the show, I had no idea.
It was a downward spiral, Udi.
Yes,
That's not true at all.
He pulled me out of the down. No, but
That's true.
yeah, no, but the thing is, it set the pieces in front of me.
Yes.
Without even knowing that they were set in front of me, and it's all because of the show. Like legit, my life is now because of the show.
Well, in the time we all hung out together, now it's been a couple summers, but when we had Marcus, Jacob, everybody here, I felt like it was like we all had known each other for years and years, and were like friends that grew up together.
Yeah.
Like everybody talked, interacted, we all got along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
No,
That reminds me. It gives me. Maybe we should do something for 250. Maybe have a little thing here.
we should probably do that.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm going 250 and 250, man. So I'm kind of stoked about that.
What? 250? Oh yeah. I understand what you're
in
talking
the
about now.
year.
Yeah. Let me consider that. It'd be great to have some
And
people
in
over.
probably the same month.
It is.
Both
It's
are
in-
250
it's in
at
July?
the same
250 is in
time.
July. Remember, I was giving you that
that's
shirt
right.
idea.
Dude,
I know. No. I'm not hypering you on it for it. I'm just reminding you. Remember when I brought that up and you're like, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Well, people tuned in for hot Disney talk. So here we are going
Can we get to it? Can we
waxing
get to it?
nostalgic about
Sorry
stuff.
to
know, right?
disappoint everyone.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay.
We'll go back. Only 10 years. Sorry, guys. We'll figure it out.
Okay, Udi, you have an opening question.
Okay, so I have one that's going to be a little bit more tailored to Mark, and then a little
Oh.
bit more tailored to
Okay.
Becky. Okay.
There's 2 questions.
Okay.
Correct. Well, they're both dealing with Star Wars. Okay. So
Okay.
Oh.
now, Becky. Now, since you're not nearly as into the Star Wars thing as myself or Mark, now with how are you looking at the changes that are coming to the park? And do you think you're going to be affected by that? By the fact that they've unlocked Galaxy's Edge, that they're going to put the John Williams score in there, they're going to change it up a bit with the characters and some of the other things. I know for me, I'm going to geek out that because that's my thing, but you are not in that same level. So I'm curious. I guess I'm asking you, the more average Disney park fan, like, is that anything for you? And then, so hold on, I'll pause right there, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Now your question is that way you guys can take your turns. I already know how you're going to feel this. Now with Maul, and now Mark has almost finished Maul. Do you feel like Star Wars, coupled with these things that are happening right now in the park, do you think that the ship is turning around in Star Wars? So
I guess I'll go first, and that's a good question.
Okay.
You need to answer one of those questions too.
Okay,
But I think where you and I differ is that you, for the longest time, you'd been pretty bearish on the Star Wars IP. Sorry to use these investing terms, but I am very bullish on Star Wars, and I have been for a while now. Starting with what I thought they were doing with the Mandalorian, I thought that was great. But the question is now with Maul. Yes, I am so stoked with Maul, and I'm not a fan of animated movies or films or shorts. It's just not a genre that I lean into ever. But the story is great, and the characters are engaging, and I wish there were more than 10 episodes because I was like, oh,
season 2 is coming.
Yes, because it's like now I've kind of the last few, probably last week or so, I go, oh well. Between 9 and 10 tonight, I'm gonna watch an episode or 2 episodes, and I like it because it's it's nighttime and I can watch them all, and so I'm gonna miss that, but I can always watch it again. So I think the tide is turning with Star Wars. I think they're doing the right things. The parks are finally picking up. Well, they knew this all along.
Yeah,
they knew this all along, and I don't understand why they prolonged it. Why now all of a sudden?
Good question, right?
Yeah, why April 28th are we unlocking the OG characters in Galaxy's Edge when we could have told you this 6 years ago?
We did.
Well, yes, we did. So I find it curious, but I'm very hopeful, bullish on what future stories we get out of this galaxy, because. Like I said, I'm stoked for, dude. The week after we get back from Disneyland, we get to go to see Mando on the Thursday. Yeah, so a week from the Woodland Park, and then the following Thursday we get to go.
We're gonna be in the movie theater. Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
And I'm stoked about. I didn't even know that. I don't know what it's called. Like next year, Star Killer or something, or Starfighter or something.
Starfighter.
Yeah, Starfighter.
I'm not, but that's fine.
See, but you're gonna go.
Yeah, I will.
And you're gonna be critical.
I will.
And I will be critical, but I just love going to the movies, seeing a flipping Star Wars film, and I'm stoked about getting to see these characters. We've never really seen them before all together in real life. Well, actually, we've seen Vader in Tomorrowland. Yeah, but I think I have never seen Luke, and I've never seen Han Solo. Nope. But I think it's great. Like my daughter who's walking past right now, she's a huge Star Wars fan, and so it's going to be great when she gets to see this stuff at Galaxy's Edge, and everything like that. So I think the future's pretty bright for this franchise, and I just hope we get good story writing. I hope we get endearing characters and movies that are well thought of and stay agnostic to the current trends of what we.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm trying to tailor. I'm trying to tailor my comment around.
Yeah. No, you're trying to
work. So yes, I'm happy.
Good. Okay. Go ahead,
Very
Becky.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think for me as an average person, going towards Star Wars, I think that I don't know that it necessarily affects me a ton. However, when I do think about Star Wars and the little that I know, the characters that do seem the most I would be the most into are some of the older characters.
Yeah.
And so that part, I think it makes it a little more, how would I put this? It makes me a little more intrigued by
Okay.
it. I think if I were to see the characters in the park and in that space, it would make me a little more excited to watch a movie, like
Mm.
one of the older movies.
Okay.
hmm
Yeah.
So,
Which I think is probably a good thing
yep.
as far as like from Disney's perspective
Mhm.
of bringing people into the park and like
Yeah.
familiarizing yourself.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and the reason would be because you're actually more familiar with those characters. Those are the ones that are the more popular, and that's why. Because
Right.
like, okay, I know them. Like, well, I go off on Maul, and I'm like talking Mandalorian. I mean, you know Mandalorian Grogu, but
Yeah,
you know,
I do know that.
yeah. So, but if I go off on some of the lesser known, you're gonna be like, oh, what? So,
Right.
yeah,
No,
Yep.
I'm not. And I do think also too with Star Wars, I'm going to probably start getting into it as my kids get older
Mhm.
because I can already tell like the younger one is very drawn to it and like will ask questions when she sees it on Disney Plus, just the pictures
Right.
and like into the lightsaber and
Mhm.
like Tim will kind of talk to her about stuff. And so I think that that's something that will bring it like full circle for me.
nice.
Nice.
hmm
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Udi, yeah, answer the question.
Well, so for me, I am leaning more with the fact. I mean, because that they're beginning to correct. They're beginning to, and like I said with Maul, and I said it on the Mando show, that this is a good sign that they're turning around. Like if they continue this route and in this path that we're gonna get that it's a good sign for the future of the franchise because much like you, Mark, I mean, even though I'm going to be critical, you're right. I want to see a Star Wars movie in the theater. We haven't had it since forever now.
What was it? Episode 9?
Episode 9. That's been how long already?
Even I think it's cool to go to the theater. I went and saw. I've seen 2 movies recently, the past 2 weeks, but just to see some of the advertisement up,
Mhm.
I think it's cool. I feel
Okay.
like they're like bringing magic back to the theater
Yeah,
again.
yeah. And I think that's part of it because what Star Wars has meant for many people. I mean, hope has always been the underlying theme for it, but it does symbolize adventure and fantasy and peril and the whole thing. Like it is just so classic Star Wars storytelling. Really, hero's journey, the whole thing. So definitely, and I think to kind of answer your question, Mark, is like why now? And I've given my opinion because I think because I think this is spot on. Is like there's been a sea change at the top at Disney.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy's out, and there are definitely people that were beneath her that care more about the character and the franchise than their political. Or however they want to put it, their belief systems, and we have to tell this, or we have to try to move this and that, and like culture will move with you just telling good stories, and then the culture, the people
Yeah.
will just connect with those, and that's the thing. The problem with before is that it was forcefully injected. We could feel that. It wasn't something that felt natural, like it wasn't part of the natural story. It felt like it was being forced.
Yeah.
And so now that element, like definitely with Maul, like I said, like we talk about on the Man Show, one of the things is with Maul, it's darker, but it's not super dark, but it's more adult driven, but not completely. They push the envelope and they're kind of bridging that gap between the older generation of Star Wars fans and still catering to the younger. And I think it's brilliant. And the only way you do that is with really good storytelling, just like the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
So then you connect that back with what they're doing in the park. That brings it full circle. I said it before, and I'll say this again over and over and over again. Any and all good Star Wars lives and dies within the sandbox of the OT. If you expand outside of the OT, the vast population of the people won't like it, won't get it, won't be into it, except for the people that are really deep in lore that we gotta go, oh, that's cool. But we're not a lot.
Do you consider Palpatine part of the OT?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100%. So if you have anything tied to that, it will be, and you tell a true, honest story with those characters, you will be successful. and so this is what I see with Maul. I'm hoping Mando and Grogu is amazingly good with that same kind of thing, and we continue this trajectory.
Okay.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Is this the Mandalorian and Grogu, is this it?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Okay, this is gonna. Oh,
Like
could
then
be.
it's done
Yeah.
with that story.
Yeah,
Okay.
It
yeah.
could be like an emotional end.
it could be.
We don't know what's happened.
Don't know. Don't know.
Oh, shit. I'm not ready for that.
And you
I'm not gonna go now.
and you want to know the really you want to
We'll
hear
just bring
yeah.
tissue with you.
Yeah.
Why?
You,
Yeah.
you want to hear the funnest of the funnest rumors I've heard?
The funnest.
The funnest,
What?
the most fun. That a lot of people are beginning to hear the rumbles that they're going to decanonize
Yes.
and remove the sequel trilogy.
I've heard the same.
And then they already have it set, and that Filoni has had this plan. I mean, this is conspiracy, right? Conspiracy rumor, but it's fun. That's why I said it's fun. That he set it up. He knew he may have to do something like this when he did Rebels with World Between Worlds. He could have it ready. That's a
Wait.
little far-fetched, but the tool is there.
Okay.
That's a fun rumor. I said it was fun.
Multiverse crap.
I know.
Doesn't work.
I know.
Okay. Anyways, Becky, you have a
Yeah. Oh,
comment.
you have question.
Well,
comment,
I
concern?
was just gonna ask, like, how do they do that?
It's,
But I think that this is where my disconnect is with Star Wars. I'm not smart enough for this.
Yes,
to,
you
like,
are.
Figure out how
Yeah,
to
no,
Yes,
I
you
mean,
are.
I have to give you the backstory. Then you'd be like, oh, I can see
Okay.
how they do that. Yeah.
Later, then you'll have to, because
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah. Like it's a
interesting.
little bit longer, so I don't want to sit here and explain it to you because half
Mhm.
the people on the show who know it are going to be like, we know this already.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that I see that and it makes me smile because I'm like, holy crap, this could happen.
Among
Mhm.
the many reviews we're going to have in the park from our trip, one thing I'm just going to say so I have it documented is that I hope that, not I hope, I want to talk about what we see, what we experience in Galaxy's Edge, and the question is it enough?
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
I'm very, very, very curious about that.
Yes. Is this enough for now to keep people at bay with their wanting more of Star Wars? My answer to that probably is no.
Mm-hmm.
So far,
I agree with you. That is how I'm leaning.
yes. I mean, but I'm hoping I'm wrong. But I suspect we would want more.
Yeah.
More.
But do you think that it's something where you're always gonna want more?
You know, yeah,
Just-
no.
Okay.
Well,
No, I mean yes and no because
Hmm.
we always want more Star Wars, but I say no because I know there's a point in time where if they set it up like I've talked about in the past, they get rid of Rise of the Rebellion and return to Rise of the Resistance, or no, sorry,
they
yeah,
got backwards.
yeah, whatever it is, you know,
Yeah.
Rise of the Resistance. They go to Rise of the Rebellion, and they swap that out and go OT characters out of that, and then they they completely push out any of the failed stuff which they're already doing. You do that, and then you add one more restaurant or something
Yes,
like that.
a
You
sit-down
add something,
restaurant.
a sit-down
Yeah.
restaurant, and they have more in there, and they actually go to the envisionment of or closer to what they had originally sold it as.
Yeah.
With the street and the sphere, with the actors, with more shows. You add that into there, and then I would be happy with that. And I wouldn't ask for. I mean, what they're
No.
doing with Smuggler's Run, adding new story, brilliant, perfect. They just need to keep that on the refresh. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So if they
Yeah.
do that, do Rise of the Resistance to Rise of the Rebellion, that would be a good ride for a good decade. You could probably sit pat for nearly a decade before you have to go back and go, okay, what are we going to do here?
I'd like to see more trees, and I'm not going to be funny about it, but
No, I agree.
I'd
I
like to
agree
see
with
more
you.
trees on that side of the.
Yeah, on the Black Spire side of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and have the base totally obscured with like more of a forested area.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would be, oh my
Yeah.
God, that'd be so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I with what Udi said, I would be 100% on board with that. But the question that you asked, Becky, is an interesting one because I had been thinking about this for a while anyways. Not just, we're always going to want more Star Wars. I'm not always going to want more Adventureland. I think that the way it is,
Yeah.
to me, is perfect. New Orleans Square is perfect.
Yeah.
Fantasy, well, we're not gonna, Frontierland, it could be better because it used to be better.
It used to be.
But I don't need more out of those things.
Yeah.
I would probably, and this is maybe another topic, is I'd be happy with no more crazy additions to Disneyland. You keep what we have, and keep those things running like pristine.
Yeah.
And you can do something with DCA or do something with this third gate that's supposed to come. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's one other. We haven't got to that first news yet. This is 20 minutes into it. Sorry, people that are watching or listening for the first time. We kind of do this sometimes.
Yeah. This is what happens. You ask a good question, and we just kind of riff on it for a while.
Yes. And furthermore.
Oh, another idea. Sorry. No,
Yes.
Stop.
Okay. Well, good question. So with that, let's go on to the news.
You listen to me now. You are talking about things that you do not understand.
All right. So first news item for episode 245. So what is this crazy news we're hearing here? Disneyland begins testing electric Autopia ride vehicle prototypes. Disneyland plans to update Autopia with fully electric vehicles and retire the gas engines that have powered the Tomorrowland racetrack attractions since the 1955 debut of the Anaheim theme park. Disneyland has an agreement with the California Air Resource Board, which is one of Udi's favorite boards,
Oh, my.
to retire the current Autopia gas-powered engines in early 2027, according to Disneyland officials. Disneyland is working on the design, engineering, and testing of a fully electric Autopia ride vehicle prototype. Right, okay. Disneyland will share more details soon on the updates planned for the Autopia attraction in Tomorrowland. Closing and reopening dates have not yet been set for the Autopia update. Disneyland originally announced plans in 2024 to convert Autopia from gas to electric power by fall of 2026. The last major Autopia refurbishment took place in 2016 when Honda became the ride sponsor. Previous ride sponsors were Chevron, Richfield Oil, according to D23. Richfield Oil is Arco, by the way.
Yep.
I don't know what that's.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
The 1955 opening day attraction was redesigned in 1959, 1964, and 1968, according to D28. Let's see. Disneyland's 10-year contract with Honda to sponsor Autopia ends in 2026. And let's see here. The last section is electrifying Autopia is part of Disney's goal of incorporating a net zero emission future into every aspect of Disneyland Resort and reducing its overall carbon footprint, according to Disneyland officials. They're never going to do that, by the way.
They never will.
The Disneyland Resort has made a sustainability commitment of reaching net zero emissions by 2030 by increasingly relying on cleaner, renewable energy sources. Well, I'm going to shake the magic future ball here. They're not going to do it by 2030, and I don't
No,
think
they will not.
will.
No.
But this is good news. I think this is great. What are your thoughts initially?
I'm good with it. I think I've been saying it for quite some time now that if they want to really do things in Tomorrowland and make them like tomorrow, it's like, why haven't they gone to an electric vehicle there? I mean, I felt like that was like the no-brainer, easy one to do.
Sure.
I mean, and now it sounds to me they had to do more with the contract with Honda, probably. Which I don't know why Honda. Well, is it Honda?
Yeah,
I think Honda. I don't think Honda will ever do. They don't have electric vehicles. I don't think.
Oh, they
Or
do.
do they? No. Who? Somebody doesn't have electric vehicles, like purely EVs. They have hybrids, but they don't have purely EVs. It's one of those manufacturers who will not. They'll do a hybrid, no more. And it might be Honda.
No, I think Honda's got. Oh, maybe Honda doesn't. I know they've got quite a few hybrids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might have been. I should know that, but anyway.
You might be right. I just assumed Honda did have one.
Yeah. See. Think about it.
Online it says they do. They have one.
Oh, they have one.
Prologue.
Oh, that's an EV. Okay. Well,
Which
then.
one?
Says it
Which one is
in
it?
Prologue.
Oh yeah, the Prologue SUV. That's all.
Yeah.
That's an EV.
Oh, it's an EV. Well, anyway.
So I don't know if they're going to continue with the sponsorship or someone else is going to take it over. Or
Yeah. I don't know.
But to me, this signifies that they're making a commitment to Autopia, and that whatever feature Tomorrowland has, Autopia is going to play a part in it.
Well, not necessarily.
What?
Because I
You don't
mean,
think?
no, and here's why.
Oh.
I look at it the other way. I think this is a band-aid that they're doing something instead of doing nothing like they've been doing for decades.
Mm.
And so they're going to be like, hey, I know, Tomorrowland, we know, but hey, we got Autopia. We did that. Cool, right, guys?
Hey,
and we're going to be like, no.
Nothing is up tomorrow except there are electric vehicles.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if they ever do a full gutting of Tomorrowland, do a full do-out, I would look at it like nothing is safe other than space. That's how I would look at it. If I'm an Imagineer, I'm like, okay, so what is our sacred cow that we cannot touch? Space Mountain. Anything else? No.
You don't think that Autopia would have any sort of like
Nope.
high sentimental value?
Nope. No. No, I'm not saying that.
Oh.
I'm not saying there's no sentimental. There is a ton. What I'm saying is that if you're going to do a full gutting redo of Tomorrowland,
Yeah.
the only sacred piece of land that you cannot touch is Space Mountain. Everything else is up for grabs, including the lagoon, and including the everything.
Mm.
That's why I look at it, because I think it's the only way that you make meaningful, sustainable change. And I'm not saying it would go away.
Uh-huh.
What I'm saying is that I wouldn't say like, well, we did that, so we can't touch it now. I'll be like, no, we can burn that if we want to. That's how I look at that.
Well, probably they could also use some of those parts for other things.
Yep. I would
Or
literally,
like repurpose them.
they could, and I would literally, like, if they had the big white board or however, and if you ever seen that, like, there's the meme about one of these guys in one of the Central American countries, where he's just yelling "pa fuera, pa fuera." I can't think of his name. He's like, "What means it's out of here? It's out of here." If I'm an Imagineer, I'd be like, okay. You put the line, right? And you put Space Mountain above the line. You put every other attraction below that line. Anything below the line is free game, boys. Wham, pa fuera, pa fuera. I'd be throwing so much stuff out of it. And the first one I'd reach for, Star Tours.
Oh yeah, that whole building's got to go.
For sure.
That would be the first one I'd throw out the window. Crazy to say, but yeah.
I think that just almost the opposite. I think they're making a commitment to Autopia, and I think they're recognizing it as an opening day attraction that you do not mess around with some of these opening day attractions.
They're not wrong. I mean, that isn't.
It's been a rite of passage for kids for 70 years now to do this crazy attraction. My daughters love that thing, and they make me go on it, and they don't make me, but we all go on it, and my knees and shins get banged up, and I go, just don't hit me from behind. Oh, I'm not going to hit you, Dad. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it's things like that. So we shall see how this all goes. Is this likely when they incorporate electric vehicles, are you likely to go on it?
No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe because it's new, but is it going to be one of the things where I'm like, oh, I got to ride it every time? No.
I wonder if the cars are going to be slightly bigger.
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think that would be the reason to go on it for me, would be to feel like, okay, what if anything did you gain from making that change?
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope.
Yeah.
I would hope that it would be some meaningful and be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And not that it wasn't before, but it's just not like one of those things. And I think more people, if they're going to have it, more people need to ride it. And I think there's a huge amount of people who don't even know it's back there.
I can tell you every time we go to it, there's a huge line for it.
Okay.
But we shall see. I mean, I'm curious if there's going to be like a track like layout thing that they're going to change or whatever. And who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows? Okay. Next news item. Disneyland prepares for a cashless future. The Anaheim theme park tests cashless payments at outdoor snack carts. Disneyland has begun preparing for a cashless future with snack carts selling Mickey Mouse-shaped ice cream bars, frozen lemonades, and prepackaged treats, only offering credit card or mobile payments at select locations throughout the Anaheim theme parks. The Disneyland Resort began a cashless payment test in late April, as approximately 25% of the outdoor vending carts in Disneyland and DCA. Actually, we're only accepting non-cash payments. Cash's locations taking part in the test will have signs notifying customers they can use only credit cards, mobile payments, or Disney gift cards to make purchases. Let's see here. Outdoor vending carts selling churros, pretzels, fresh popcorn, and fruit will continue to take all forms of payment, including cash. Disneyland continually tests and adjusts their operations based on guest behavior, according to Disneyland officials. Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags Magic Mountain, and other Six Flags parks have gone completely cashless in recent years. SeaWorld parks in San Diego, Orlando, and San Antonio are also fully cashless. What do you guys think about that?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I
don't like it because the one.
I don't like you either.
Well, no, the funny part about it, and this is what I find ironic. I don't like it, but do I carry cash? No. I don't.
Yeah.
If I had to, I would.
I know exactly.
Well, it would weigh you down, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
Yes.
The money bags dripping on. Yeah, no.
Yes.
No, but I don't like it because again, it silos people into doing things that how they want you to do it, not how you want to do it.
Yeah.
And I always feel like no matter what, any kind of thing like this, whether it be a theme park or really anything that is catering to the general open populace, shouldn't force you to do that way.
Right.
I'm just not a fan because of so many reasons that I won't even get into here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I want to be able to, like, what if my phone dies? Then
Yes.
I lost my wallet, my phone has died. Okay, here I'll give you the perfect scenario, right?
Yeah.
You're going down a good old TBA, right?
Yeah.
And you have your wallet or something in a bag, right? And boom, it goes over, and you lose it, and they can't fish it out, or it takes time, and by then all your stuff is soaked in that same bag as your phone, dead now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? What do you do? You can try to go.
You better not be hungry.
Well, exactly.
Well,
you're out.
maybe
You could go
if
grab
you-
your wallet and pull the wet cash out of it. But what if your cards
Or
are dead?
if you had a magic band,
Oh,
you could
God.
just use your magic band.
Yeah, but what if that broke
Yes.
and that came off, or you never have one? See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just
I heard they're discontinuing that.
Magic Bands.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll see.
I mean, no, because I mean it makes sense in Disney.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing it over there in Florida.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because I said it before. Like, it doesn't work in Disneyland. It don't work in Disneyland.
And well, like in Disneyland, there are a lot of times I do gift cards in general, like the Disney gift cards. I'll buy them ahead of time, just because like the grocery store will do sales, like or specials where it's like you get a gift card to the actual grocery store if you purchase so much in gift cards. So we'll kind of manage it that way. But
Gotcha.
I like bringing cash to a theme park just for like budgeting purposes too, or like and kind of knowing like, hey, here's kind of what we have set aside for things.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I agree with you because literally I tell people the story all the time. When I had to learn how to budget, like I had to learn how to budget everything, like my food, my gas, my rent, all the bills. I would go cash my paycheck, and I had envelopes with this money is for this envelope is the rent money,
Yeah.
and I literally had this all divided up so I could budget it. I don't do that anymore because I was finally learned that lesson and I have it in my head, and now I just run it automatically. But it's the same kind of things. Like, look, I got a $50 bill. That's it. That's all I
Right.
got. So and I don't want to use any more. So I'm gonna stay. So I mean, I'm just not a
Yeah.
fan of being pigeonholed in that you got to do it this way. And I'm
Right.
not a fan of the whole phone thing. Like you got to be dependent on your phone. Or a card. I choose to be. So that's my fault. But if I'm see, that's what I'm saying. It's a weird thing. Maybe it's the American in me. I don't want to be told to do it. Yeah, I don't want to be told I have to do it.
I think
Okay,
that
if I
is
want
part
to,
of
that's
it,
fine.
Honestly,
Yeah.
is like getting told. But
Yeah.
thinking about it from the perspective with my kids too, like when we just went to Universal, my kids are young,
Mhm.
but we're like trying to give them like maybe $7, $10,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that they can hand a cashier money and like make eye contact, ask for what they want. Like we're trying to practice those things.
Yeah.
So like from that perspective too, I just I don't know. It's preference. I
No,
guess.
but I get that too, because I remember now you said that, I actually flashed back to a comment that Christy told me when she would go with Maya and Ty, she would give them X amount of dollars, like, here, this is what you get to for your whatever.
I remember
Yeah.
you saying that,
Yeah.
and that idea stuck with me.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'll add to this because I know I've said this before, but like when the girls were younger, if we were going to go like in 4 or 5 months, we would save cans and bottles, and whatever that money was, it ended up being even because I'd have to add a little bit to it, but that was the money they got to spend on snacks and or souvenirs. And I would bring in I'd get up early and make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and have trail mix and things like that. And they're okay, fine. So we go there and we're sitting there eating our sandwiches, and the other kids are having corn dogs and hamburgers and chicken fingers. Well, can we have that for lunch? Absolutely, you can. You guys have money for that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to spend it on that. And I go, well, that's part of budgeting. So we're eating sandwiches for lunch, but tonight we're going to go to Blue Bayou or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so we're doing trade-offs. So that's something that I've always done with them. It's like, you guys, this is the X amount of money you guys have, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
But it's
I hope they don't incorporate it all the way out.
No,
I hope not.
I hope
Or try not to,
not
or they
either.
try to.
Okay, next item. Does Disneyland need a super app? The answer to this is no. Disney is exploring a mobile app that combines theme parks, movies, streaming services, cruises, hotels, video games, and shopping all in one place. Disney wants to create a digital centerpiece on your smartphone where you can buy Disneyland tickets, book a Disney cruise, watch Disneyland Handcrafted, reserve a seat for Toy Story 5, and play Disneyland Game Rush. What's Game Rush? According to a new report. The Walt Disney Company is exploring a super app for all things Disney that would combine individual mobile apps for theme parks, movies. Yeah. Let's see, further on down here, super app. It's the digital centerpiece, has been the focus of internal Disney presentations, but the Blue Sky concept remains in the early stages of development, according to Bloomberg. Disney has flirted with an all-encompassing super app concept in the past. Former Disney CEO Bob Chapek championed a never-realized Amazon-style Disney Prime membership program that would have combined advertising-free Disney Plus streaming access, theme park discounts, and exclusive merchandise in a premium subscription service. The Disney Life app in the Kingdom bundled together with Disney movies, TV shows, books, and music for a monthly fee from 2015 to 2020. Okay. The latest Disney Super App concept feels like a solution in search of a problem that nobody wants, needs, or needs, according to the Disney tourist blog Tom Bricker. I don't think the contemporary Walt Disney Company has the vision, ambition, or expertise, much less the patience to create an actual super app. Bricker wrote, I'm guessing the super app is actually more of a synergy play. Instead of replacing any other apps, it's an addition to all of them, acting as a centralized hub that ends up launching them. I have some thoughts on this.
I do too.
What are they?
So I'm currently working on my UX design certificate through Google. So I'll be a certified UX designer when I'm done with it. And so during the course of this, we had to bring up examples of what is a good app, what's a bad app, and everything like that. And the Disneyland app, to me, I just do not like how it's laid out whatsoever. I find it confusing, frustrating, and there's certain things I want from it. I just can't get to it. I don't think they know what they're doing with these apps. It's the whole process of getting a ticket, reserving stuff, looking at time. It's so convoluted to anybody, even some people like us who are into this stuff. It's like, what's going on? I think they're going to overcomplicate it. And that line was pretty funny, what he said. This is a concept that feels like a solution in search of a problem that nobody wants or needs. No, I think they need to retool their existing app, their suite of apps, and don't block everything together. If they want to have a centralized hub where it acts as like some sort of pre-flight to everything that you want to go to, sure, that's fine. But don't make this the end-all, be-all apps. I don't trust them with it. Okay, anyways, what do you guys think?
Well, my initial thought, like if everything is in one place, I could totally see somebody going and buying like a Disney World ticket and showing up at Disneyland
Of course.
with like a reservation and like, wait, but I booked it through here. I totally agree with what they said, like a problem that none of us even knew we had. Like, I don't see the point of putting all of it together. I think it seems so confusing.
Yeah.
I think it seems like a way to get us to spend more money on like movies. Like, I could see accidentally just getting to the wrong place and not being able to find where you even need to be, what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I don't like it at all. Horrible. Udi?
Well,
And like, well, with the cruise thing, I don't get how it's that complicated to just have your app, you know, your site for Disneyland, and then go to a different site if you're interested in a cruise.
Right. I don't know.
Why does it need to be in the same place?
I don't know.
well, let me put it this way. I agree with you, Mark, in part.
Oh.
That if that they don't have I don't have faith in them to be able to make a super app.
Yeah.
I currently no. I don't think they have the right people in place, the right expertise, and my proof is looking at their current app, how they work. Okay, so looking at Disney Plus, it's kind of annoying how it is laid out on my TV. I have it on my Xbox. I don't like how the Disney Plus app is when you flip between
Like
Hulu,
Hulu.
Disney, and ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
The way they're all laid out identically, and they're not very user friendly in the sense that you can't. I mean, I'm not going to pick it apart, but it's just not as user friendly as it should be.
No.
Then we go into the other apps, and we all are going to pick apart the apps because we all have issues with these apps. Now, if they did what they would do though, in their quote unquote super app as it was, they would do exactly what the guy said, that it would be like a launching point. Like, here's the one, and then you can go off to whichever one you want to. Now, I'm gonna disagree with both you guys that if they actually had the wherewithal to make an Amazon, kind of like a clone of Amazon, I'd be fine with it. I'd
Okay.
actually be good with it. I'd actually wouldn't mind it at all. But that's what I'm saying. So if they actually did an Amazon style where you could purchase from the Disney store, then you have your thing like, hey, and then you can go over and scroll over and just type in cruises, and then boom, boom, boom in the search bar, and it'll bring up your cruises, or Disneyland Park, and it'd bring up everything, then I would have zero problem with that. I think it would be kind of cool. So then I could go over to the video section and be like, boom, and then here's all my Disney Plus stuff. And then ESPN, and they have that. So if they could do it like that, I would be good with that. I would actually probably like that. But the thing is, I'm with Mark. They can't do that. They've proven that they can't do that. They're for whatever reason, their technology base, even though Bob Iger loves to chirp about it, I'm like, you guys suck at it. Like, stop. Like, no, Bob, like, you're lying, dude. Like, that's the thing is because we all, the users, we are the ones going, your interface is garbage. Like, fix it.
Yeah.
Like, this is not good. And they do small things here and there every once in a while. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit better. But overall now, I feel like Disney Plus, Disney app, those are kind of gotten stagnant to how they operate now. They're kind of just there, and I think they just kind of maintain them now. So that's the proof to me. Like, unless they're just holding these now and then building this thing in the background, okay, but it needs to be at the level of Amazon and Prime, and it needs to be that on launch day. And if it's not, they're going to run into the same problems that they had with Disney Plus, and it wasn't as successful, and it still isn't, because of the fact that their technology sector, their that IT kind of section is just not up to par with some of these other people. So maybe they're making the play with the AI and doing these things. Maybe these are the precursors doing these moves because they're recognizing, hey, our technology sector, as far as it comes to internet and other things like that and streaming, are lacking, and we need to improve.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe I'm pulling that string a little long and a little tight to think that. Fair, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. But it needs to be that, because we are all now accustomed to having a super app work like that. And if it doesn't work like that, many people will throw it away right away.
Yeah.
Right away.
Immediately.
Yeah. Including
Yeah.
myself.
I would
Including
love
myself.
I would love to see designs on this and prototypes.
it'd be fun.
I'd love to be on these conversations.
Yeah,
and-
that'd be fun.
Yep.
It could. It again. They can't do it though. They've proven
Oh,
that
okay.
they can't do it.
Can't be done.
It can't. Well, currently they cannot do it.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll see how that works out. Last news item for this episode 245: greenery near totally leveled for future Coco attraction site at DCA.
Burn it all.
Progress is coming along on the construction efforts for Disneyland Resort's upcoming Coco attraction. The project area sits behind the California Adventures Incredicoaster, with other Pixar Pier attractions like the Pixar Palaround visible nearby. When it was last reported on, green scrim had been installed around the work area and a former sidewalk had been fully demolished. At that time, piles of rubble and removed concrete were still visible beyond the construction walls near Pixar Pier. In the latest report, or the latest view, the construction site appears significantly more active. Much of the ground behind the green perimeter fencing has been cleared and completely leveled, with a wide dirt work zone now stretching along the backside of Pixar Pier. The Coco ride remains fairly vague in concept. Disney has only shared that guests will follow Miguel into the land of the dead, hear some of the movie's iconic music, and see skeletal audio animatronic characters. The only piece of revealed concept art indicates it will be a boat ride, and the construction site indicates it will be considered part of Pixar Pier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are looking at here is a fully cleared. Well, they're prepping a work site.
Yeah.
What I didn't realize is that picture is right in the left in the middle. That's the back side of that gate that we took a picture of.
Yep.
So
That's going to be the entrance.
yeah, so that's interesting. There's quite a bit of land back there. So
Yeah, there is.
I'm curious to see how this is all going to play out.
Well,
Udi, what speaks to you? Hold on.
I got a bad feeling about this.
you should. Because now that I'm looking at it, what they've graded out, we're not going to get anything other than the attraction.
Really?
What?
You think?
Yep.
I thought they're going to take out some of those buildings back there.
They would have done it already.
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, okay. Let me put a pin in that though.
Okay.
Because let me put a pin in this. Currently, as I'm looking at it, we're only getting the traction. If in a little bit we see moving trucks, or whatever, and those buildings on the backside start going away, then we're gonna talk.
Oh, I want to
Okay.
talk.
Then currently, though, with what they have graded and what they have, looks like they're prepping for construction. This is the attraction only.
Okay.
Yep. I hate to say it because it would probably be, looking at it, we're going to come in and then it'll be kind of like the concept art has that portal. Remember that little
Yes.
thing going over,
Yes.
that archway, and then you're going to go right, probably almost right into the attraction. That's the way, as I see it now, because you guys can all see it. There's a couple backhoes in there. There's a lot of work trucks in there, and we all know what the general size of a work truck is. So if you look at that, you can start kind of theorizing the overall size and dimension of it. The backhoes aren't that big. They're not the super big ones. Those are the medium-sized backhoes that they have in there.
Becky, do those look like the medium ones, or they're bigger ones to you?
I can't remember the actual number because they're actually numbered off by, I think, how many cubic or how big they are, the engine or something like that. I'm not super familiar with how those are numbered.
Okay.
I'm more familiar with my stuff, obviously. But and then you look at that, there's a water container in there. And so I and they're using a water truck. I can see them spraying right there because you have to keep the dust down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
honestly, you kind of broke my heart a little.
sorry, but I'm going to be honest with you. You guys, go look at-
Mr. Achuri over here.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want you guys to be thinking like, oh my gosh, yeah, because there is a lot of land. Don't get me wrong, that's still a lot, but I don't see them making it because again, the point is like, it's a water attraction.
Yeah,
So
especially
we
a water
have
attraction.
to take that in consideration about the underground and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and how much water. Chances are they're going to be tying into the why can't I think of the water in front in DC right there in front of the pier.
Oh,
The
that bay, Paradise Bay.
yeah.
Is that what it's
I think
called?
I don't even know.
I don't even know.
I thought it was
Did
called
they-
Paradise Bay, wasn't it?
That's
Did
funny.
it change though?
There's a wave machine in there. They used to like generate waves in there.
Yeah. But what they're obviously going to tie into that, right? They're going to
Sure.
to circulate the water. Same thing you do with Grizzly River Run. I would imagine they're going to do the same thing. So that the water that was in Grizzly River Run, they threw into there,
Yes.
and then they pull it out. I'm gonna guess that they're doing the same thing.
Have some sort of aquifer.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
And then, but the other part is it's gonna need its own purification system, its own pumping system.
Sure.
And those are gonna take up more space. Those water pumping systems that for those things
They can be subterranean.
are not. They could be.
Okay.
They could be, but they're going to take up space. And until I start seeing a big hole in the ground, I don't
Yeah.
see that happening. Now, mind you, this is leveled and flat, and I would think that we should be seeing a big hole in the ground or something coming up here shortly, because there's going to be something they're going to have to start laying.
Maybe we'll see something on Friday.
Maybe,
We're walking right by it
maybe.
on Thursday.
Yeah.
You
So-
guys can get the inside scoop.
I'm sure we will.
I'll grab a ladder and go up the wall real quick.
I'm sure you will. Woody.
No, I wish I could. I would grab it.
I hope this boat ride goes upside down. What do you think? Do you think it will?
No.
Do you think you're going to get wet on this?
No.
No.
I think Pirates of the Caribbean level wet.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I looking at that, I honestly, Becky, I didn't mean to break her heart, because I will tell you this though. When I looked at it, I went like, oh man, like I broke my own heart. My own mind went, oh man, I don't think we
However,
are.
I know we should still be excited just to be
Oh,
getting
I am.
the attraction.
I 100% am.
I think there's going to be another demo of a building here.
If there is another demo of a building,
All hope is restored.
yeah, well, some.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Cherry.
I would. You know what?
Do
I
not
would,
get too excited
You
yet.
know, I would tell you this.
Okay,
If
what?
to be me being like 100% all in, if all those buildings back there were gone.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if they
You
can.
just see them all topple over.
Yeah, like if you did, okay, maybe the ones, maybe not all the way the ones in the back of it, but the ones running along the side of the Incredicoaster and things like that, like those buildings, then
yeah.
I'd be like, okay, now we're talking. But yeah, just looking at that, I think depending, because anything for, if it's going to be a decent water ride, water attraction,
Yeah.
you're going to have a little bit up, a little bit down. It can't be, I hope
It could go backwards.
It may be. It could.
That reminds me, like, Mark, did you ride the Frozen
Yes.
attraction?
Yes, you know
Okay.
I did.
Uh-huh. I know. So when I went, it wasn't Frozen. It was still Mastro.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
It-
Yeah.
Yeah, it was totally different. But that's kind of what I'm picturing it's going to be.
And then, okay,
So
so,
that blew me away.
okay, but think
That
about
too,
that.
right.
Think about that footprint. Do you think that fits in there?
It's hard to tell because it meanders back and forth. I don't know. I have to see what that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not only does it fit in there, does it have room for other things? That's the part.
Yeah.
I mean, they have that road intact. They have that there.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel like that might either get demoed or repurposed and set for the pedestrian traffic to be walking through.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else. We're so early, though. We're so early. I'm just trying to moderate. There's a level to me, I'll be honest. I'm trying to moderate my own excitement for it.
Do you think it'd be done by fall this year?
No.
I'm joking with you.
I know. I'm like, maybe fall in 5 years. No.
I bet you this is gonna be done by the Olympics.
So what, we have 3 years?
I will get behind that. Where let's see it in a month, maybe 2,
Okay.
and then I can get behind it.
Will you ask them if we walk by them on Thursday or Friday and there's someone there? Will you ask them
About what?
if it's gonna be done by the Olympics?
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Totally. The guy's gonna be like, "What? I don't know.
They're having the Olympics.
I'm just
here.
digging a hole.
What?
I'm just digging a hole. What do you mean? Like,
Do you think this is a PW job?
no,
It's not.
it is not a P-dub job.
Okay. Just not ask. All right. Wow. So that's going to wrap up the news for episode 245. Coming up now, we're going to talk a little bit about our trip coming up and some things we're looking forward to. We'll try to make it quick because it's got to be a short show. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. I guess this is the feature presentation.
And now for our feature presentation.
All right. So Udi and I are heading to the parks in a few.
Yay!
Yes, in a few days. In a few days' time. By the time this comes out, we would have already been to the parks.
Correct.
So it's the first time he and I've been there together in 6 years, since January 20th of 2020, which was the opening for Rise of the Resistance. I can't
Crazy.
believe it's been 6 years.
I know.
Because we were
Crazy.
on a run that year, and prior to that, of going on a regular cadence.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
I miss those days.
Yeah, maybe they can be rekindled. Who knows?
Maybe, I don't know.
We'll see. So, what are you looking forward to the most on this and everything? What are you looking forward to trying to eat or check out?
Well, I think I brought this up last show, and I was kind of like,
yeah.
because it was like one of the things is like, well, as I think for anybody who goes to the park often, as you get closer to the trip, you begin to like think about more things. You have a general overview of like, well, I want to do this or I want to do that. I want to ride, I want to go on that attraction. I want to go on this attraction. I want to eat this food. But as we get closer now, and this is going to be a little bit different because I mean, when we go, what I'm looking forward to, honestly, is going to be not only walking through the park with you again, because that has always been fun. That was always
Yes.
fun.
Look at Becky smiling.
Yeah,
over there.
it's a
I
good.
know. It warms my heart.
It's a good friend, and we're doing something that we've bonded over for a decade now. So
Yeah.
how
Jeez.
can you not look forward to that, right?
I was only 18 when I
know,
started
right?
the
Oh my
podcast.
God. And then the other part of it. So honestly, that's the one thing I'm looking forward to the most. I mean, we have all this stuff, all the nitty gritty we got to figure out, blah blah. But walking the park, going in through the entrance, and walking down Main Street again with Mark is always I'm looking forward to that because it hasn't happened in so long, and it's always fun. I mean, there are certain things. Flag retreat, we're going to go. We have
Yeah.
certain things that he and I agree on very much so on the reverence of the park and many of the things. So you're going with somebody that you share a lot of commonality with. So always fun. So that is one of the biggest things. The other part of it though is we're going to get to hang out with new people.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
And the fact that we get to hang out with new people, to me, is the other aspect of what this show has done for me. It's like opened up this other, like, leveled up with this kind of thing for me because
Yeah.
I am not a, how do I put it? I'm not an extrovert. I'm just not. I'm more of an introvert. When I go out, I'm not afraid to talk to people, but I don't actively look for it. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy out there
Right.
trying to make friends with everybody. I don't push people away, but I'm also not out there. So when we have this now, we're going to meet new people. And I'm actually looking forward to that. Before I kind of be like, okay. It's not that I wouldn't want to, but I wouldn't be as excited. Like, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's going to be so awesome. Now I have a different feeling on that.
Yeah.
Because of that, things like this is going to be awesome. This is going to be cool that we're getting to meet these new people that we've already talked to, we've chatted with, we've gotten a good rapport with. So they're not really strangers, but we've
No.
never met them. And they will have a different view because a lot of the things that Mark and I talk about, and a lot of things that he and I, we already know about each other, how we feel about the park and think about the park, those are conversations we haven't had with them.
Right.
And it's always different having that conversation when you're in the park, when you're there in the heart of everything. Everything is so fresh, and right here, you can literally do everything in real time with what you're liking,
Yeah.
what you don't like, and what you're critiquing, what you love, what you remember. All those things will all come flying back because that's where you are. And so relating with these, the people we're going to hang out with, we're going to hang out with Conductor, and we're going to hang out with
Jerome.
with a mental mouse. And so those right there, do we have more people coming? Oh, Seth. Dude, Seth is going to be hanging with us Friday, right? Friday, he's going to be hanging with us
cool.
all day. And so we hung out with, and see, this is kind of crazy, right? You think
Yeah.
about it. Seth was also there the last time
Yes.
Mark and I were together.
That is
in the park.
crazy. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
We have a picture. It's Seth, Mark, me, and Jess, and we're at the hideout. Not that I always go LTP Hideaway or
The Tropical Hideaway.
Yeah, Tropical Hideaway, and we're right there because
Yeah.
we've gotten. That's when Jess got us the in the virtual queue for Rise.
Yeah.
And we were all stoked and happy. And we took a picture, And so this is the cool part of it. It's like Seth is there, and now he's going to be there again when Mark and I go back again. So
That's
it's
pretty
these crazy little things like that you think about, and I'm like, how cool is that? Like, and it may not mean a lot to a lot of other people, but it means a lot to me. So that's the beauty of it. Like last time I went to the park, I went with my best friend, her husband, and her son. And I explained to you guys why each one of them had such a unique view and made that trip special for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of and so this is the same thing here. I'm going to have my partner in crime over here that we've been doing this forever, and so we already have that.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have these new people that I'm also going to be like, hey, well, how do you see the park? What do you see that? How do you connect with certain things and the way that is it like how I do or I saw it or what's your history? We ask people that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, well, how do you connect with the park? Why does Disney speak to you? Why do you love the park? And this is all part of the bonding that we talk about all the time, finding the community. And that's the other part of it I'm really looking for. Because like I said before, Jerome and I know what's going to wind up happening is Jerome and Mark are going to start going into history. And they're going to talk about the things that that is their wheelhouse more than mine. I have my baseline history with the park, but these guys take it to another level.
We're crazy.
We're crazy. So and then we're going to have Conductor, which I think Conductor, he and I are a little bit more alike with our critiques and how we view like the business side of things.
Yeah.
So he and I are a lot more aligned with that. So it's going to be interesting for me and him to have these conversations about these kind of things in real time. Well, not in real time because we do it in real time when we talk on YouTube, but in person.
Yeah.
And so
while you're actually
we're actually there, and we can look at these things, and it's just exciting to have that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm most looking forward to. Yeah.
I'm gonna echo that as well. I not to piggyback off of what you said, but I just going to the park with you has been something I've been asking you to do for years. Just couldn't make it work. But just going there with someone who appreciates the park, and will take time and talk about design and being critical over it in a positive way, or just not being critical, just be critical, but just to go, this could be a lot better because of X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you say something sucks, okay, well, why does it suck? Well, it could be better like this. So I'm looking forward to that. Looking at Madame Leona's work gift shop, that is something we've never looked at together.
Yeah.
I want to go there. I want to look at the queue for Haunted Mansion, that extended queue, which I have never been in. I've seen it, but I've never been in there because I haven't been there. Were you guys in the extended queue? How was it?
It was good. It was good.
Oh, okay.
It was nice. You're gonna like it.
Okay, good. I everything about that queue I think is wonderful. I'm stoked to see Udi's expression going through Galaxy's Edge again, like the first time we did it, because he and I did it the first time with Annika, and was the three of us? Oh no, Ariel was there. Yeah. Okay, and so that's gonna be a whole new experience. And getting to go to Oga's, I have never been there.
Yeah.
And seeing Udi geek out about some Star Wars merchandise, which I think he's going to end up buying. I suspect he will. But that is great. I mean, it's something long overdue. And as Udi said, with these people that we get to meet, these friends, part of the LTB family, we get to actually meet them in real life. The fact that they're taking time out of their day to drive and spend money and see us, it means a lot to me. And it isn't lost on me. Like, I'm like, okay, would I do that if I lived like an hour away from the park and some podcasters came in there? I might.
Yeah.
I actually might.
I probably would.
I think you would.
I probably might
would
do that if they were going to be there. And maybe OG55 will be there too. I'm going to see if Conductor will. Well, I can message OG55 see if he's going to show up. But just getting to meet these people in real life and share these experiences with them and have conversations right on the fly, is something that it's one of the reasons, the main reason why I even do the show is to connect like that. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to trying some new foods. This loaded baked potato thing that Udi's worked up about.
Man.
I'm curious about that.
So good.
I want to see how that's going to play out.
Like 8 of them.
We could. I'm trying to see. You know, I don't know. All of it's fine. It's just I often think about going to the park. I'll text you guys saying, "Hey, wouldn't it be cool to be at the park like right now?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So and I think the weather's going to be perfect. High of 73, so
Yep.
it's going to cool off in the evenings.
Oh, yeah.
It looks perfect.
Probably gonna be wearing a flannel the entire time. Oh no! Oddly enough,
A long sleeve flannel the whole time.
all in high likelihood.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, in high likelihood.
Becky, is there anything you want us to do or see or report on for you?
Well, I would love for you guys to wear a matching shirt.
Mark needs to order his flannel immediately.
Uh huh.
Yes. So please do that.
Matching shirts.
But I know that this is gonna sound, this is like such a like mom thing to say, but
Uh-huh.
I really want you guys to have fun, and I want to make sure that you get a group picture with the people that you get to see. Like, even if it's not all of you together, but like with each one individually, because I think that that's something that you guys will look at later and be happy that you had the memory.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
100% a mom thing. My mom does that all the time. She did today.
Does she want a picture
It
of you
is.
there at
No.
the park? Okay.
It is.
She may go like, send me a picture. Okay. She has done that before. Like when I go on different trips.
Yeah.
I go to Cali and
Okay.
she's like, send me a picture. I'm like, okay.
But yeah, I mean, just to see how they, you know, because I know how Udi explores the park. I know how I explore the park, and so I'm curious to see how Jerome and Conductor do too, because I might learn something. Like, oh, we could always go here and here and here, and I go, oh, never thought about
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all of it. I'm just, it's gonna fly by. By the time I catch my breath, it's gonna be like 6 o'clock on Friday, and I'm gonna go, oh crap. No, actually, what's going to be real as 2:30 on Friday, we got to check in for the airplane.
Yeah.
So I was like, dude,
yeah.
we just got here.
Yeah.
And so we better make the most of it. Looking forward to touring DCA with you, checking things out there, doing Guardians. Hopefully, we can do it twice.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have something like with each person that you're going to see that you're like, we have to do this, like with Conductor, we have to do this with Jerome?
Well, for me, the only thing that I wanted to do was to sit at in DCA over by the Hollywood backlot, and have that real time discussion about Avatar and will it work and how will it work and what are the realities of it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that I talked to Conductor about, and also OG. That would be fun. I'm looking forward to be sitting in that space with them, like, and really looking at, like, having, like, let's take a hard look at it, because we all kind of have our thought on it. They're all pretty identical, but I mean, it still is one of those things that I'm looking for. And for me, with Jerome, honestly, it's going to be anything. I mean, he's got such a depth of knowledge in the history that
Yeah, he does.
It'll be fun, whatever, wherever we go and whatever we do. And like I said, it's always just fun to go with people that are, like-minded with that. With
That are
the love of the park.
into it.
The
Yeah.
park. That's what I mean. That are like-minded with their love of the park.
Yeah. And to chime in with that, Seth is a DVC member, so he volunteered to take us to the lounge, and I wouldn't have even have asked him for that, but he said, I'll bring you guys to the lounge on Friday. So I'm stoked about going up there.
Cool.
I don't know I know you get soft drinks or water or some snacks, but dude, I've never been to the DVC lounge.
Yeah.
So I'm curious about that.
Yeah, that's an incredibly kind thing.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. I'm like, wow, thank you.
Yeah. Wow. I wonder if we can get to the DVC lounge at the hotel. We can go up to the top of that. I wonder, is that thing part of it? The thing that Jay went to? It isn't. I'm going to ask
No,
him.
that's concierge.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, that's concierge.
That's right. That's a whole other realm of things.
A whole other thing.
Yeah. But no, I'm just looking forward to the conversations. And, everyone we've met has been cool. And I'm just continuing that as well. Yeah. So let's see. Do you think, Becky, Udi will, what snacks do you think Udi's going to try?
Oh, snack-wise.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to say that you might get a Dole Whip.
Mm.
or like something from the Hideaway.
Yep.
Like
Almo-
it may not be actual pineapple,
Al-
but some
almost
sort
guaranteed.
of like treat
Yeah.
from the Hideaway.
Yeah, almost guaranteed.
Okay.
Almost. I got one last time. It was so good.
That I know, Mark, you are gonna get ice cream.
Yep.
Like
Yes.
100%.
I
You're
will-
gonna have ice cream.
Yeah, probably Friday night or Thursday night. One of the nights I'll get a thing of mint chip for sure.
Which Udi, will you do ice cream?
Yeah, I mean, I talked about it. The one at the Golden Horseshoe. That
Oh,
cookie
yeah.
butter one is so good.
Okay.
And we're talking about it. I was like, and then
Yeah.
after we talked about it last episode, I think, and I'm like, man, that's been in my head now since that show. I'm like, that would be good to have. That's why I think I
that
made
sounds delicious.
yeah, I think I made the joke that I think one of the days and maybe Thursday might be nothing but snack day. Literally, like all we're gonna do is snack
Friday.
day.
You said
Or
Friday.
Friday might be all day snack day. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Do like J style.
No, I don't think Jay's got a whole system down. I can't even emulate what he does. So
Yeah.
I know.
I think though, I think Udi might be tempted on the It's Lemon.
I've had it before.
I know. I
You
think
have
he'd be
had it
tempted to
before?
get.
Yeah, it's really good.
We got it the very first time
Yeah.
together. We're
Snow
like,
capped.
No, I've
I've
had
had a snow cap.
I've had it both ways, and the snow cap was no big deal for me. I prefer it the other way
Okay.
without the
Okay.
snow cap. Yeah, but it is good, man. I forgot about that.
It
I've
is
forgotten
good.
how good that is.
Yeah. I think those top.
Especially too, like, because your weather's not going to be too hot, but it's going to be just enough to like you're going to want something
Yeah.
refreshing,
Yes. Yeah.
and that's kind of light and it's light and refreshing.
It
It's
is.
not too heavy.
That's true.
I kind of. Last time I was there, they had that. Was it chili in a bowl in a cone from the Cozy Cone? Was it
Oh, I've
chili
seen
in a
that
cone or
before.
macaroni and cone.
I think I've had both.
Yeah, I think they had both. I almost got it, but I was at that point. I'm like, I've already eaten too much. But
I've
man,
eaten too much.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was the day I ate those two grilled cheese. It was that day,
Oh.
and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't eat another one.
No.
I can't eat anymore. But man, did it look really good. It was also later in the day. I'm like, well, I ate that like 4 hours ago.
Yeah, I don't know if there's a whole lot in DC that I want to try except for the Frozen Jack and Coke. That's gonna be the only thing that I'm really looking forward to. I don't know. This is
Are you guys planning to hop or stay the whole day at DCA?
Thursday. I think is all gonna be Disneyland, and then Friday is
Okay.
a park hopper for Udi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But I don't want to plan a single day at DZA on Friday.
No. No. I mean, we're not hopping till the afternoon until whatever 11 anyway.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah. So we could go over there to get the frozen Jack and Coke.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
And
say.
then
get your
go,
frozen Jack and Coke.
go over there, have have our discussions and talk and walk around through the Hollywood backlot. Go on our way over to Avengers,
Guardians.
Guardians, and then Avengers Campus. Obviously, we got to get onto the Wheel of Death. We got to look at that.
We do.
And then ride Radiator, and then I'm gonna go off and ride Goofy's
Flight school.
flight school because Mark is too scared of it.
I
And
thought,
doesn't
Mark,
fit.
that you wanted to try something over at Avengers Campus.
Uh,
Didn't you want to try some of the food?
Oh well. There was something. You and I talked about that, right, Becky?
I know, but what was it?
I
But
thought-
maybe it was just for the festival
Oh, it could have been the grilled cheese
or
thing.
something. Yeah.
It could have been that, but I'm down for a giant pretzel. I love those things. Heck yeah, those are great. No, I think it was the grilled cheese, but I can skip that. I mean, I can find something somewhere else. Who knows? Well, I'm gonna let the Disney winds take me, and see where they go. I like Smoke Jumpers Grill. I've had a hamburger there. Have you had a hamburger there?
Yeah, I have. Actually, I did when I went with my family, and I actually really liked it.
Yeah, because you can build your own. Like they have the toppings there, right?
Uh-huh.
No, not anymore.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't?
Never mind. No, I don't know.
No, because
Well-
remember, because people were doing the Smoke Jumpers salads. Remember?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things, Udi.
Exactly.
Seriously, we can't have nice things.
People just ruin them. Actually, it's so funny. Like my brother, they have celiac now, so they are like particular on where they go. But anyways, they're
Right.
like so obsessed with smoke jumpers because it's so good, like gluten-free stuff, that like it was closed one time when they were gonna go, and they're like, "Oh, we might change our whole trip around smoke jumpers."
Wow.
And I was like, "Are you serious?"
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Well, we could probably eat lunch at out downtown Disney or something. We don't have to eat at DCA. Okay. We'll see.
Black Tap or a
Mm,
new place.
I don't even know, to be honest. I'm not. These days, or downtown Disney is not all that right now for food for me. For
Really?
me,
For you, okay.
we'll see.
Okay. All right. Well, so I guess that's a little preview of our trip. We'll give you a full report, episode 247 probably, maybe 246. We'll see. No, 246. We're going to talk about Becky's Universal experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So-
excited.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear all about that too. So maybe actually 246 could be a long show because
Yeah.
people want to know about our trip. I would imagine.
I think they will.
Yeah,
That might be a long one. That might be a double burner.
have to see. Part 1, part 2. No, we'll figure it out.
Now we got to stay on track for 250 and 250.
Yes. Speaking of that, so do stay tuned for some details about that. The more we talk about that, the more I'm thinking we should have something to commemorate 250.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a milestone. It's a milestone in today's era. Podcasts that have come and gone.
Amazing though. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yep.
What did I got myself into?
No, I know. That's what Becky. I think that's what Becky still asks herself. What did I get myself?
Oh, I know. She probably has thought about
I should have
that.
never said yes.
No, I yeah, not talking to you guys for a few weeks. I have very much missed it.
Oh well, we've missed you too,
Yeah.
Becky.
Yeah.
My life's been so boring.
Oh yes, yes.
Lies. The
That I
lies.
know is a
Yeah.
lie.
Actually, it has not been boring, but
No,
not
but
in a
yeah.
Yeah, not in a good way.
necessarily in great
Yeah.
ways.
Okay, well, we're glad you're back for this one, and then future shows, of course.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. All right, so let's wrap up episode 245. Thank you so much for listening this morning. It does mean a lot to us. For more information on us, you can send us an email. If you want to reach out to us, you can send us an email at info@leavingtodaypodcast.com. To find out more about us, check us out on Instagram at Leaving Today Podcast or at leavingtodaypodcast.com. And we have support tabs on our website and a link tree on our Instagram. That really is the best way to reach us. And for further LTP content, check Udi and myself out on Wednesday night on our YouTube channel, Leaving Today Podcast, where we talk from 6 to 7 Indie time about the latest Disneyland news. And sometimes we have guests on. Sometimes we have a good spirit around in the chat, and it's really a lot of fun. And we do it so that you guys can. Just so we can get to know you better, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then also check us out on tpublic.com. We have some shirts on there. Yeah, so that's a good way to do it. Udi, where can people find out more information about you?
You can find me on my other podcast, The Mando Show, which we have wrapped up the entirety of Mall. And I'm going to put it to you this way, Mark, which I our conversation before we started recording
Yes.
about episode 10.
Yes.
Episode 10 was so good, we're literally going to go back and review it one more time.
Because there are subtleties you have missed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep. Literally, we finished recording. My brother's like, I'm going to finish watching 10 again. I'm like, yeah, me too. Half an hour later or whatever, Derek's in Texas like, you know what, guys? We missed a lot in our thing. And then we all kind of went like, yeah.
Okay.
Because I think we need to cover it again. We all kind of went like, yeah. Anyway.
Are you guys going to recap the movie?
Yes, we will do that too. So it's going to be, we have that one. We're going to do our redo of episode 10 talk on Darth Maul.
Who's going with us to the movies?
Oh, when we go, it'll
Yeah.
be Jake and Joey and you and me.
Okay.
Yep. As far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
And then, which is a podcast with my friend Joe, what I just mentioned, my also good friend Chad, and then my brother Derek. That's our covert of 4, as we call it.
Yes.
Then you can find me on my social, which is Instagram, which is HAXGOALIE, Hacks Goalie, and I respond to my DMs there. Anyone who DMs me knows this.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so if you want to
Yeah.
reach out to Becky, Becky, is it okay for them to email me through you, or sorry, you through me, or whatever? How do I say it?
Yes, please reach out to Mark and he will give me the message.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So again, thank you so much for listening. We love you, adventures out there, and we will see you in the parks.
Bye.
See ya.
Cheers.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry. Now that I cracked it.
Wait, how do I get you bigger?
You broke it.
Yeah.
No bed sheets.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I like yelling at you.
God, you're so slow.
Wow, these are smaller than I thought.
That's what she said. You're funny. Ow, that hurt. Don't make me smile like that. Ow.
I feel very earthy.
Right? On the floor. It's nice. I like it.
Kitty.
It's like a breath of fresh air.
Boy, was my face red.